So if you like get ready with me's, if you like self-improvement, if you like Twitter, if you like all that in one while talking to your bestie slash your cousin slash your favorite person on YouTube, yeah, then keep on watching because that's what we about to do right now. And let me know in the comment if you're with it or not. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so I did my eyebrows already because, it's really hard to concentrate and talk and do your eyebrows. So, and if I'm looking this way, please pardon that. I'm so sorry. But I want to just jump into it with saying this first tweet that I saw on Twitter that I had to bookmark because it resonated with me. And it kind of like a light bulb kind of went off in my head when I read this. It's by Wale. And it says, the concept of alcohol is actually crazy. I'm going to drink something that doesn't taste good so I can feel good for a little bit, only to feel worse. Now, I'm putting on my foundation, by the way. I told myself, like, okay, as of June 1st, I'm going to try not to drink alcohol at all. And it's not because I'm an alcoholic or anything. It's just because, like, I just find myself getting into these moods where I'm just like down bad and I'm like sad, or I start like randomly crying, or I feel like the world is coming down upon me and I just feel like, let me try something different to get a different result. And honestly, I was telling my friend the other day, I don't know if it's me just like exercising more or just like not being so in tune to social media or me not drinking alcohol that's making me so much more lighter. Like I feel happier. I don't get like, I still get sad, but I don't find myself being down bad as often as I usually am. Okay, like I've gone through a couple weeks where it's just like I'm smiling randomly, I'm laughing at myself, like I'm kind of, weirdly happy. And it's crazy to say that I'm weirdly happy. I mean, all of us should be happy most of the time, but I'm really not like that all the time. And no, I don't say that, I don't show that to people. It's only like when I'm in the house with myself. But I noticed it, and I really want to say it's because of the alcohol. And then when I was telling my friend about it, they was like, oh, do you know alcohol is like a depressant? And I'm like, you know what? I do know that. I do know that. But it's like, when we go out to eat, like I'm good for going out on dates by myself. I'm notorious for doing that. I try to do that like almost every week if possible, even though I know that's not very good for my pockets. I just do it because like I want to do things that make me happy. And if you don't have anybody taking you out, you're gonna wait all your life to go on a date. No, you're gonna take yourself on a date and you're gonna treat yourself like a princess, as you should. So that's what I do. And then I find myself getting a drink, not because like I need a drink, but because like you think that's a natural thing to do, and it's like, why? So like I said, I stopped drinking for this month and my freaking mood changed drastically. I feel so much happier, and I don't know, this little tweet kind of highlighted that for me, because like I said, I was just doing this privately. I didn't really tell anybody that I wasn't drinking, and I definitely see a difference. So if you don't mind, if you have like the self-control or whatever, it's not a big deal, honestly. Like people live their life and drink alcohol and they're amazing, so do what works for you. But if you find yourself like sad sometimes, or you want to lose weight or whatever, try drinking alcohol for some time, like a period, like 2 weeks or a month or 3 months, and see how you feel, see how you look. And I believe you'll see a difference. I honestly feel like you'll see a change. Okay, this is a good one. A man doesn't have to cheat or abuse you for you to leave. Y'all don't have to be arguing to leave. Being held back is a good reason. Not being the best version of yourself is a good reason. Outgrowing people is a good reason. Stagnation is dysfunction too. Now, I feel like that's like revolving the self-improvement topic of these tweets today, because like, I don't know, that tweet kind of resonated with me as well. Like sometimes you feel like it has to be like someone that's like beating down your spirit or making you feel horrible or treating you badly or cheating on you, or like she said, all these other reasons, like, or arguing. Like it doesn't even have to be that for you to want to leave. Like if you don't feel like you're growing or you are becoming or evolving into your best self, then sometimes it's just good to cut ties with certain relationships. And like, say it's a romantic relationship, you guys can be friends. Like, I'm the utmost believer of friendship. I feel like in this day and age, between males and females, we don't know how to be friends anymore. It always has to be like on some romantic level. And I'm like, you guys, you don't even realize, like, that's the cheat code, if y'all being honest. Like, you get to still have the person that you know, you kind of feeling in your life, but you can do whatever you want. And honestly, like, on the male's perspective, and even on the female's perspective, like, sometimes people want to still dibble and dabble in different ponds. When you're friends, you don't have to worry about anyone telling you, hey, you're not supposed to be doing that, you're mine, da da da. But even besides that, like, you get to learn someone so much better when you're just friends with no, like, no barriers. You don't have to feel weird. You don't have to try to impress them. I don't know. It's just better to me. But like I said, when it comes to romantic relationships and you don't feel like you're growing, you feel like you're being stagnant, you just feel like, okay, we've been talking for 2 years, 3 years, nothing has changed. You haven't changed, I haven't changed, we haven't evolved together. What are we doing? Like, and it's no bad blood. You still care about the person, or maybe you don't even care about the person no more. Who knows? But it's okay to part ways. And I feel like that's even better, that you get to part ways and it's not bad blood. Because, like, who wants to... I hate parting, even on friendships with... Well, even when it comes to friendships, I don't like to part ways on negative terms. Like, I like to be amicable. Like, okay, I don't mess with what you've done, you don't mess with what I've done, okay, we agree to disagree, then part ways. It doesn't have to be a big blow up. I just hate it so much because, like, for me, I think in the moment I'm like intense and I'm upset and this, you've done the worst thing to me in the world. But eventually, if it's really not that big a deal, I get over it, and then I realize, okay, that didn't really deserve a big blow up. And then you feel bad that, you know, you took it that far. So, like, if you're able to, like, resolve situations and still be cool, and like I said, you guys are not growing and it's no bad blood, then let it go, cut it off. Because, like, at the end of the day, we just want to improve. Every day that we're living, we should be improving. And I don't want to sound like I got, like, the answers, because let me tell you, I'm on a journey on my own right now. But I realize, like, all the days that I wasted thus far, like, focusing on people that did not care about me as much as I cared about them, or just, like, wasting my time on things that did not matter at all, or just being upset with myself, or being upset with a certain situation, like, all of that is wasted energy. It's not helping me in no way. Like, crying, being upset, like, you should be one with your feelings, let it go, let it out. But to drag it is defeating the purpose. Let it go, let God, and be done with it. So, like I said, cut these relationships off if they're not doing anything for you. Try not to have any bad blood with people. But if it has to end like that, I mean, what can you really do? What can you really do? So the next tweet that I bookmarked, and I felt like it resonated with me. This is from Shanika Adams. I had to learn that being nice to people will not earn kindness back. That's Disney ingrained BS. People are mean. People are foul. You must build yourself up so they can't tear you down. Now listen. Ain't this the truth and nothing but the truth? And, like, I'm not pessimistic. I really believe that people are naturally kind. Like, it's easy to be pessimistic and it's easy to think the world is coming down and people are horrible people, but I honestly believe people are like, when we are born, we're naturally kind, sweet, but then the world turns us into miserable human beings. However, when we are all adults here, so we have to be realistic. People on a day-to-day basis, some people are just nasty. Some people are just nasty for no reason. And it's like, I even have to tell myself this on a day-to-day basis. Like, it's a constant battle with myself to either, like, go off, because I could go off, or, like, try to keep my zen. And it's like, I felt this tweet on another level, because like, if you let the world, the people, and all the stuff that's going on, like, everybody has their own story. They could be just going through a bad day. They could just be an evil person. There's so many aspects to why people are the way they are. But it's so many people in the world. There's only one you. If you let everybody that you come in contact with freaking twist and turn your mind, twist and turn your mood, like, bro, you're gonna be a mess. And listen, I'm talking to myself when I say this, because like, you're gonna be miserable. You honestly are gonna be miserable, and you're gonna find yourself turning mean. I always say this, it's like a banner, but I'm from New York. I rode the public transportation, I rode the subways, and let me tell you that when people say people from New York are like kind of stink, it's the truth. But we have to be that. It's like a defense mechanism, because like, people will try you. And even with me living in Atlanta right now, people are still trying me to this day. And it's like, bro, I'm not wrapped too tight. Like, what? But then it's like, I don't feel proud or happy for going off on people. I actually feel kind of sucky when I end up having to go off on people, because like, that's not my character. I'm nice. If you give me niceness, I'm gonna give you niceness. If you give me attitude, I'm gonna try my best not to do eye for eye, but if you push me too far, I'm with it. Like, but you never feel good. It's not a positive feeling. But like she said, you just have to not let, you have to build yourself up and not let the world tear you down, because it's so easy to fall into like negative habits of just being a nasty person. And then you have to realize, like, you gotta look yourself in the mirror every day. Like, okay, you let Tom was being an asshole, you told Tom off. Jessica was being an asshole, you told Jessica off. Now you doing that every day, and then when you look in the mirror, you see an asshole yourself, because you just feeding off what they're giving you. And it's like, why let someone who got all negativity all on them, how you letting that transfer to you, and now you're that type of person? Like, you don't even realize, like, it's coming back to you tenfold. So, I don't know. I just really, really love that freaking tweet. Something that I have to work on. But I want you guys to also think about this. Like, don't always let, like, the world, if it's negative, like, feed onto you. Like, sometimes people need that venom back. Sometimes. Listen, I'm not an angel, but I try to be as good as I possibly can. Sometimes people need that energy back. However, don't let it become a routine, because it's really going to just turn your spirit foul, and nobody's gonna like you. You're not gonna like yourself. Okay, so this next tweet says, never be afraid to start over. That fear keeps so many people stagnant and miserable. Whether it's a business or a relationship, your education, a goal, it's never too late to start again, to try again. And it's so funny that I thought this was gonna be my last tweet, but whatever. This may not be my last tweet, but I felt that tweet because if you've been around for some time, you know that I've been on YouTube since like high school, honestly. Like, I remember putting my first video up. It might have been junior high, honestly, but that video is long gone, but definitely high school. And now I'm 25 years old, almost 26 in September, and I'm back on YouTube just like going for it again. And it's like, I just resonated with that tweet because it's like, I'm literally doing exactly what she's saying. I'm just being unapologetic in what I want. I feel like I have something to offer people. I have insight. I have just relatability that I can share with others. I feel like when you look at me, you'll see someone, you'll see your friend, you'll see somebody that you live next to, you'll see your sister, you'll see your cousin, and I don't know. I just feel like I've been wanting to do this for so long, and I never was consistent enough. My topics went from business to lifestyle to beauty to fashion, and I encompass all of that. But it's just, needless to say, I just need to stick with it and don't be afraid to start over. Like, listen, I'll probably be 35 doing another random video. I probably have my little kid with me. Like, who cares? Like, just try. I've been learning with me reading more and with me just learning more. I'm just realizing, like, who freaking cares? Just try. Because literally tomorrow, there could be no Katrina. And I'm going to be mad at myself up in heaven like, dang, I should have posted another YouTube video. Why was I being so scary? Like, like, so if anything, I hope that little 2-second ramble just inspires you to get back on YouTube, turn that camera back on, or create that. Okay. I hope that inspired you to like turn that camera back on, create another dance, do whatever, create a body of work, whatever you love to do, basically. Try it again. It's never too late. You know, I've heard a saying that basically goes like, there's other people waiting for you to like go forward with whatever you want. Like, say you're a business owner. There's people in the world that need you to create that business so that they can accomplish things in life. So you think you're just like, oh, you're just being stagnant on your own, you're not affecting anybody, when in actuality you're affecting a chain of people that are waiting for you to accomplish that goal. So just like, like I said, I'm talking to myself when I'm saying all these things. Like, don't be scared. If I inspire one person, if I make one person laugh, if I make one person's day go a little bit better, shoot, it's gonna be me and you, and I'll be very satisfied. Okay, it's so funny that when I see a person subscribe, I'm like, what, girl, why you? But I don't question it too much. I just look at it as a sign to like put that camera back on. Like, I even got a comment one time saying, please, like she literally said, please make another YouTube video. And I'm just like, that is crazy. It was like a year or so ago, but that was honestly crazy. Like, you never realize or notice who is really rooting for you and wants you to keep going, you know? So basically, I turned on this camera and I was talking to myself for like 5 minutes, but it's okay. We're going to jump right back in. So I'm going to read these 2 tweets because I feel like they go hand in hand. One is by Shanika Adams, and it says, a woman's most valuable asset is time, not looks. Beauty can be bought. With that said, learn to cut your losses. Don't stick around in a dead-end relationship because you're afraid you won't meet anyone new. And then this other one by Tamara Renee says, no negative situation should get your energy for so long. Once you see it for what it is, remove yourself from it. And that just kind of made me feel some type of way because it kind of correlated in my own life. And do you find that like when Twitter, you're just scrolling and you're finding like one tweet that resonates, then 2, then 3, now you're feeling like Twitter is subbing you at some point? Like, yeah, that's how Twitter does for me. So I had to bookmark those 2. And why that resonated with me so much is because like I find myself in this situation way more often than I like to admit, actually. And oh, by the way, I contoured my nose off camera. I blended it out some so it doesn't look as harsh as it looked before. But anyways, yeah, so you jump into a relationship, and not into a relationship, but you meet someone new and you're like, and then you think they're cool or whatever, but you're like, okay, my intention is just to have a friend, you know, we're gonna be cool, we're gonna have a good time, whatever. Somewhere in between having a good time, just vibing, turns into something else. Like, you turn into liking a little bit more than you hope you, I don't know. Just basically you end up into a situation that you didn't plan initially, right? And then, okay, you're getting more, you know, involved, your heart, and the other person's getting more comfortable. And then, you know, you might end up getting disrespected. You might get taken advantage of. You might just not be valued, you know, as you should have, like you were before, but now, you know, the person's getting comfortable. I'm just giving examples of the negativity that comes along with certain relationships. But when you come to a point like that, you have to realize, like Sheikah said in a tweet, your time is the most precious thing of all. Not how you look, even though you look good, girl. It's not about that. It's about your time. Like, the time that you're wasting on somebody that does not appreciate you, the time that you're wasting on someone who treats you like ish, treats you like you just regular. Like, you could spend working on yourself, being with someone else that appreciates you, learning yourself, exploring, getting a bag. Like, there's so many other alternatives than wasting your time on certain people. And I realized, like, I'm talking to myself here, that like, as much as you may care for someone, it's better to cut your losses. It's better to cut it off quick. That's what I'm learning. I feel like for me, I give people too many chances to F up. It's like, you know what you got going, you know what you have, you know, but you trying to like swindle me and make me think like I'm not as hot as I think I am, you know? And it's like, I'm not trying to be cocky, because trust me, I have my periods, but I did not think I was the ish, okay? But I want you to say it to yourself as well. Like, some people want you to like question, like, am I really that, you know, this person treating me like I'm regular, maybe I am regular. No, like, they're doing that with intention. So it's better to like, okay, you don't value me, you're disrespecting me a little too often, okay? Disrespect period should not be tolerated. But I let the first one slide. The second time I told you about it. The third time it's like, okay, you think this is a habit, we're not going to keep this up. So it's like, you can't keep letting things like that keep going on and going on, because then you're going to look in the mirror one day and be like, how did I get here? And like I said, I've been in that position more times than I like to realize. I mean, I would like to admit. And it's just like, it's not a good feeling, because then you go through your little sad period. Then if you're like me, that seeps into a little bit of depression, and then you don't want to do anything, and then you're stagnant, and then other aspects of your life are faltering because of this one instance. And it's like, bro, you could have nipped that in the bud from like a long time ago, but you just kept like potential hopes, and it's like, no, you're actually hurting yourself. So as much as it might sting a little to let that negative relationship go, let it go, because you're gonna get over it. Like, I'm reflecting now, because I had a toxic, like, and it was only like 3 months or so, barely, and it was like toxic. Like, it shouldn't be flowers and daffodils in the beginning. No, it was toxic, it was nasty, it was horrible, and it's like, God, I don't deserve this. But it was like, okay, I think it's a learning lesson. I feel like God kind of wants you to see, like, will you put yourself back in the situation? Like, I already showed you that lesson before, so let me put you in another version of that lesson and see if you'll fall for it. And I fell for it, but now I'm smarter. And let me tell you, I feel sorry. I don't even feel sorry. But any other situation that comes into my space, like, I'm nipping it. Like, oh, you said what? Nip it. Oh, you did what? Nip it. Cut it. Slice it. I'm sorry. Delete, block. I don't know you. Like, that's the type of energy you gotta put forth. And it's not because you're stush, not because you're cocky, not because you think you're better than. It's because you deserve more. You've had enough of the toxic. You haven't had enough of being treated like you were a penny on a corner. Like, you should be valued, okay? This is not only for the sake of a blossoming relationship, a potential blossoming relationship with that person, but it's also to help how you view yourself. Because once you're allowing someone to treat you like ish, then you look in the mirror and you don't think too highly of yourself. So I don't want to ramble too much on this topic, but I really resonated with this, because it's like, don't be afraid to cut your losses. Like, okay, this relationship wasn't that good, I thought it would have been better, cool, but guess what, time is on my side. I'm still young, I'm still vibrant. Couple years from, not a couple, but years long, I'm 60, 70, 80, 90, I can't say that. Now I can say that, and you're not gonna waste my good juicy years, my good juicy plump years on no toxicity. I want fun, I want vibrancy, I want life, I want, don't trying to be in my little bubble filling it with tar. So if anybody is in your bubble trying to be in your face and they not giving you the juice, not giving you the sugar and spice and seasoning that you need, let it go. Okay, so now I'm gonna put on my lashes really, really quickly, and then I'm gonna say my final, self-improvement, betterment type tweet that I bookmarked. Be right back. Oh, by the way, I don't know why I turned off the camera. Like, this is almost the best part, but I'm using Ivy Rose Beauty lashes. I just have to plug myself in real quick. These are the Dahlia lashes. They're on my site, ivyrosebeauty.com. You can get 20% off, no code necessary. and free domestic shipping for all, you know, United States, all the nationwide states or whatever. ivyrosebeauty.com. They're beautiful, they're really lovely, and in a second you'll see how bomb they really are. Okay, so this is the final tweet that I like bookmarked, and well, I have a whole bunch of tweets actually, but this is the final one that I'm going to talk about in this video, and it's revolving around self-improvement, and I feel like it definitely resonated with me. And if I'm talking like this, it's because like I tried this new eyelash glue, and I don't know how I like it. I don't even know how I look on this camera. Hopefully it's decent. Yeah, so I'm gonna put on my lip gloss and my lip liner, and I'm gonna talk about the final tweet. Okay, so this final one says it's by J Nice. If you're on freaking Twitter or Instagram, you know about J Nice. But it says upgrade your standards, your mindset, and most importantly, your hustle. I can't talk. But it resonated with me because, like, isn't that the mantra? Like, F a relationship, F anything that's not doing good for you, F anything that's negative. Like, upgrade your life, sweetie. Upgrade how you feel about yourself. Upgrade. Upgrade, like, yourself, how you look, how you feel, what you're learning, what you're doing. Like, if you living somewhere, upgrade it. If you're doing something, upgrade it. If you looking like something, upgrade it. Like, you could do more. Like, oh, last year you popped off, you did what you needed to do, now upgrade it. Like, you should always be evolving, and I'm trying to tell myself this. Like, I have certain goals that I really want to accomplish, but it's like, in the midst of all of that, girl, get up and get yourself together. Put yourself together. Give yourself a facial. You know, exfoliate with Ivy Rose Beauty Lip Scrub. Like, put on some makeup. Go outside. Treat yourself good. Read a book. Exercise. Upgrade yourself. Upgrade your mind. Like, I've been trying this thing where I'm like looking at YouTube videos, and it's not like the regular nonsense that I look at. Even I look at Soft White Underbelly. I don't know if you know about him, but even though like I really appreciate him and what he does, and like giving us an insight into other people's lives, it's honestly negative, and it makes me feel so horrible. Like, it really makes me feel bad. And I really got into it during the quarantine. So imagine you're in the house all the time, you're going through your own stuff, and then you're watching Soft White Underbelly. That's not a good mixture for positivity. So like I ease up on how much I retain that's negative and gossipy and just not like nice. Twitter is another place where you can find some really evil, not so nice things, and it's just like, take it easy on the negativity, you know. That's what I've been trying to do, and that's how I upgrade my mind. Like, the less negativity I in you know, absorb, maybe the less negativity I'll pour out, consciously or unconsciously, you know. But yeah, upgrade your standards, upgrade your mindset, and most importantly, upgrade your hustle. Okay, Ivy Rose Beauty, that's my brand, that's my baby. Just so you know, I just put on our Razzling Red lip gloss. You can get that at ivyrosebeauty.com too. But I'm upgrading my hustle. Like, I started my business in 2018, and I'm not gonna give it up. Like, it's just, we're still gonna be here. I'm only just working on myself so that my business can resonate. Well, my business can also exude that glow, and I'm always thinking about how to upgrade my business. Even if you don't see a post, I'm working on my baby. My site is always up. Like, I'm always thinking about it. It's always on my mind. So definitely upgrading my hustle. I need to go harder, way harder. Upgrading my standards. Let me tell you, like I said before, if you get me upset, if you do something that's not right, I'm sorry. You're lucky if you get a second chance, because it's like, I'm sorry, you gotta act like you know what you're dealing with. And listen, I'm not trying to be on some cocky stuff. I want y'all to have the same type of attitude when you go about life. Like, you think highly of yourself. Never put anybody else down. That's not what I'm trying to say. But you think highly of yourself. You realize, like, you are magic. You are special. And once you realize that, you won't settle for the crumbs. There's enough crumbs that's been handed out lately. You don't need crumbs. You need the whole pie. Okay? So I'm gonna round out this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really feel like this is gonna be long, but I didn't want to just have like a regular, hey, here's where I've been. Like, nobody really cares. I wanted to talk about something. I was like, hey, let me talk about some of the tweets that I bookmarked. If you guys enjoyed it, please let me know. Check me out on Instagram. It's just like this YouTube. I have like a select few people that is over on my Instagram, and I have a select few people on my YouTube, and we can just be a secret society. It's okay. But let me know how you feel about this video. Let me know how you feel about this look. I did not curl. This is old curl waves or whatever. This makeup is just like a regular face. I don't have any eyeshadow. Just like, I just want it to be giving like flawless skin and popping lips and popping eyes. Okay, courtesy of Ivy Rose Beauty. Check the link. But that's what I'm trying to give. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. This is Katrina Nicole-Ivy, and subscribe, hit those notification bells, and what else? Comment if you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.